20 years after lifting the World Cup on home soil, France has unearthed another golden generation of talent, much of it on display week in, week out in Ligue and Conforama. So let's take a look at the domestic-based players who'll be travelling to Russia with Les Bleus. The elder statesman in a squad that is brimming with youth, MANDANDA is heading to his second World Cup 8 years after his first. The 33-year-old Marseille stopper kept 11 clean sheets in 31 Ligue and Conforama matches this season. He was also named Goalkeeper of the Year for a record 5th time. The eldest of 4 brothers, all of whom are goalkeepers, MANDANDA enjoyed a happy return after a tough spell in England, even if Marseille narrowly missed out on a place in the Champions League. ALPHONSE AREOLA made the #1 jersey his at Paris Saint-Germain this season, and he's surely one for the future as far as the national side goes. The 25-year-old conceded just 25 goals in 34 Ligue and Conforama games, keeping a league high at 17 clean sheets. Despite helping PSG to the best defensive record in the country, Areola is still waiting to make his senior debut for France. He heads to Russia as their 3rd keeper. Like Areola, PRESNEL KIMPEMBE is another homegrown talent at PSG with considerable experience at the top level already. The 22-year-old centre-back made 27 league starts and was handed his France debut as a late substitute against the World Cup host Russia back in March. The 3-time French champion, who also played against Bayern Munich and Real Madrid in the Champions League, looks destined to continue his rise in the seasons to come. A reliable presence at the heart of Marseille's defence, ADIL RAMI was an obvious choice for Didier Deschamps as a replacement for the injured Laurent Koscielny. The veteran centre-back was drafted in as injury cover ahead of Euro 2016, and he's been summoned once again after his excellent performances at club level. After returning from Sevilla, RAMI was one of Marseille's leaders on and off the pitch as they reached the final of the Europa League. A key component in Monaco's championship-winning side of 2016-17, DJIBRIL SIDIBE plays an equally important role on the right-hand side of the French defence. A robust physical presence and capable of bursting forward to offer support in attack, the 25-year-old started all but 1 match in qualifying and looks set to be a mainstay in the national team for years to come. SIDIBE also provided 2 goals and 7 assists as Monaco finished as runners-up to PSG. Another linchpin in an impressive Monaco side, LEMAR didn't quite hit the heights of the previous campaign, but he's a player in demand and continues to perform for France. The 22-year-old has scored 3 goals in 10 appearances for Les Bleus, including a brace in the 4-0 qualifying win over the Netherlands. He adds to a plethora of attacking options at Deschamps' disposal, even if he has yet to fulfil his true potential. NABIL FEKIR's had a tough time with injuries in recent years, but on his day, the Lyon captain is a joy to watch. A serious knee injury wrecked his chances of playing at the Euro, but the 24-year-old will be heading to Russia after a glittering campaign. With 18 goals and 7 assists in 30 outings, he led by example as Lyon returned to the Champions League. Florian THAUVIN's 22 goals were second only to Edinson Cavani in Ligue and Conforama this turn, while only Neymar and Marseille teammate Dimitri Payet provided more than his 11 assists. THAUVIN has blossomed into one of the French top flight's most dynamic performers since his return to Marseille. And the next step for the 3-time international is to deliver for France on the big stage. The world's most expensive teenager and the 2nd most expensive player in history, the sky's the limit for KYLIAN MBAPPE. The 19-year-old had another excellent season after his big money move from Monaco to PSG, and he'll be one to watch at the World Cup as France take on Australia, Peru and Denmark. One of 3 France players in Ligue and Conforama's Team of the Year, along with MANDANDA and FEKIR, MBAPPE was also named the Young Player of the Year for the 2nd season running. Expectations are high and the pressure will be intense, but there is no question that France have the talent to match anyone on the big stage. The question is, can they kick on from their near miss at Euro 2016 and go one better at the World Cup?